We all cheer when governments get in reverse, stop the train in its tracks, and enact a justice for once. The cracks and DOMA deepen with our cheers, and Colorado springs forth from the salted earth of the failed war on drugs. See war on drug users, see war on drug users of color, see war on families of drug users of color. See, we take the spoonful of sugar that is a week of paid vacation in Massachusetts with the ripped stitches of a Republican governor. Again, we have white capitalists swinging ball and chain and claiming it's for tetherball, it's for the kids to play with on the wood chips and the sand pits with the autumn leaf bits mulched in. We concoct an America our kids can stand on that ignores the injustice of trampling graves. We concoct a Maryland that ends its death penalty after centuries of the state killing mostly black men who murdered white people. Since 2013, 6 states still kill their prisoners, still inject after decades of waiting and appealing it, begging a second glance for justice. Justice white, justice blindness. Justice racism is over, justice money injustice, justice milky white can't see through it justice. Still inject the sodium thiopental into Maryland's last 4 men on death row who get grandfathered into death when their fathers were unable to vote. The grandfather clauses of Jim Crow spill more than the drop of blood they sent their bloodhounds after Heath Birch, Vernon Lee Evans Jr., Anthony Grandison, Jody Lee Miles, the 4 black men on Maryland's death row that cannot clap in rows of chairs because of their cause célèbre. They ride back home to Turkey? No. And even as their lawyers fight to push it down to life in prison, they still will never know the quiet of the car ride home. We are happy when we can find the bottom of prison industrial hunger, but forget that it is within each of us, our own rib cages, the prison of millions whom we crush unknown. As we push air through our vocal cords to scream, we are ready for Hillary. Remember all she won't do.
Yes.
Just as we remember all that we haven't done for the 106 black men incarcerated since 2001. Remember who this America was made for at the cost of whose lives. See lives of those labeled criminal. See lives of families of those labeled criminal. See lives of those whose identities are criminal. See American justice, red, white, and green, and white, and green, and white. Do not look at the flag with pride. Look instead at who you fear. Do you fear the thief in the night? The murderer who might be let free? Or the country that still murders back? That makes being black a felony because that's the only way to hold on to black as economic commodity. There is slavery and the punishment of slaves for whatever the man with the whip wants. And I fear the man with the whip who is still alive wrapped in the flag that flaps on our campus just steps away. Our American juggernaut too big to fail, we believe like a child's fairy tale. Because when you're white, you're taught that America is Neverland. A playground built for you safe and sound with policemen who wave at you. Those hands have pulled triggers and continue to. The same hands inject death in our country. These white hands that I'm attached to. May my pair never clap without considering their lack of handcuffs. Because I've done things this country uses as a euphemism to destroy lives undervalued. And I'm overvalued for it. Raise your voice only for justice.